atmosphere of the conference meet? Well, the biggest thing I think is usually throughout the year we're going to these bigger meets with, tons of schools. But conference is a much smaller meet. It's a lot more intense, obviously, because all the teams in our conference are pretty much our rivals. It just creates a really intense atmosphere, which is really cool to race in.
So, like Caleb said, we've ran races with like 400, 300 plus people in them, and we'll have less than 100 people in this conference race. But at the same time, this is the first race of the year where we've had a lot on the line. We're predicted to get second in this meet, and we would love to accomplish that. And there are some teams that are going to be they're going to be looking at us. They're going to be hoping to take our second place spot, So I think a lot of intensity just comes with having a small race atmosphere where people are kind of coming for you, But at the same time, I think we can utilize that to race to the best of our abilities.
I told the guys, we had a team meeting yesterday in the locker room, and just like I wouldn't want to go to battle with any other group of guys in this group right in here, and they're all gamers.
I think the team has really progressed over the last couple of years, mostly in our mentality. I think a lot of the guys have the same goal in mind. All of the guys have the same goal in mind, actually, and I think that has led to the most progression. Just the fact that we're working together day in and day out, trying to get to the same goal at the end of the day. I think that's the cause of a lot of our progress.
We're ranked second going in. We definitely want to do that. Definitely want to get second, and then just run to the best of our ability and see what we can do. The sky's the limit.
I just want to see us perform to our fullest capabilities, fullest potential. It sounds silly to say our goal is second place, but I think the guys realize, and they're realistic, Eastern Kentucky's nationally ranked, men and women, and so it just makes it really difficult for that to be the goal, and it's probably not realistic. So really just let's go out and let's just finish this season well and let the chips fall where they may.
That pack that's right there in the middle, they can all work together. We can all work together and push each other to, at the end of the race, run a faster time and be ahead of a lot of guys that we wouldn't have been ahead of just if we were running as individuals, So with those 3, 4, and 5 guys being up there ahead of a lot of guys because of working together, we end up scoring a smaller amount of points at the end of the day, and that's what is going to help us achieve our goals. So.
If you look back at what we did last year on the men's side, where we really packed well together, and what that pack did was they just, later in the race, being together, they felt all this energy of being together. And if a pack of 4 or 5 guys passes 1 or 2 from another team, that team's demoralized, and our guys are energized. And so it's that pack mentality that can help you be successful at the conference level. We don't have a bunch of front runners like Eastern Kentucky, and so last year, for instance, we only had 1 all-conference runner, top 14 all-conference. We only had 1, and yet we were still able to pull out a second. And it might be really similar to that this year. That's our strength, and we've got to depend on that to do well this weekend.
We all know that now's the time to peak in the season, or now's the time to have a big race coming into championship season, and just that, with just all the other factors come together, just makes it that much more intense, and just really gets the adrenaline going. It's
awesome to be at the track at 7 a.m. and watch them coming up for their warm-up. They've warmed up from here to the track. Watch them come into the track as a group, and they're laughing and cutting up. It's like they're awake and they're ready to go.
It's just really exciting to me, the fact that I have my best friends and on the team that are there encouraging me to reach my goals and to help reach our goals.
We have our eyes set on a huge goal. We know that this goal is attainable, but it's going to be very hard, and the only way that we can get there is with each other.